An expert in bathroom spaces for the past 6 decades, Parryware is a company that's keeping itself young despite its long market presence. Parryware recently embarked on a new look and a new business strategy for the modern consumer. And to discuss that with us, we have Pao Bello, the Managing Director of Roca Bathroom Products. Pao, it's a great pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
So you already have a strong presence across Indian households, and the name Parryware, the brand name, evokes strong brand recall. So then what prompted you to undertake this relaunch and this rebranding?
Yes, Parryware has been in India for 64 years, so this is a very old brand. And after so many time, we have not done any change in the logo itself. But so we realized that the Indian society, Indian people, Indian mentality is evolving very fast. So, for instance, this is a connected country. This country is everybody is in media. So, in Parryware, we think that is the right time to relaunch the company. Relaunch the company in many senses, not only the brand image. The logo is the driver for this relaunch. So it has been a decision that has taken us 2 years to move on, because we are very conservative. As we are not listed, we don't have this pressure to do things quite fast. But after 2 years, we realized that the new brand image is the way to cater all this change in the company. So now we are digital, now we have new products, etc., etc.
जहां छोटी-छोटी यादें जिंदगी को यादगार बना देती हैं, Parryware.
So out in the market, on ground, for the Indian consumer, what does this new look, this new brand strategy translate to? What does it mean for the consumer?
Of course, with the new image, we want to transmit to the consumer different values. We are not anymore a brand for our grandparents. We also brand for new generations. So with that, we want to explain that Parryware is also modern, that Parryware is also, of course, is a made in India brand with the trust, with the heritage of the past, but at the same time, a modern brand for nowadays. So all this, the logo, with this new logo, we have changed the colors, we have changed our fantastic P. Everybody likes this. I can share with you something that has happened to me today. For instance, today one person called me and say, "Come on, you are selling fake products, because this logo is not the typical Parryware one." But despite that, we think that we need to move forward for the 21st century, and we are there.
So an essential part of appealing to the modern urban consumer is to have a strong customer service and support service. Are you getting serious about that aspect as well, given that today there's such a thriving ecosystem of opinions out there on the social media? Are you aligning yourself to that?
Yes, we are for us, customer service, after sales service is a must. It's something that we have been working a lot to reinforce, bringing back best practices from the group perspective. And in concrete things, what we have done, we have enlarged our customer care franchise all over India. Now we have 27. Also, we have set up a toll-free number, because we want everybody to be able to reach us without paying. And we are going to start now a campaign explaining our customer care number, the way to contact us. We are not a hidden brand, we want to be always there. So for that, we are reinforcing this, and especially with a toll-free number.
Where does Parryware fall under the Roca group, under what category, and what do the others offer? How are you going to ensure that Parryware has a distinct presence?
Parryware is a brand that is the most important one in the group in India. Parryware is a brand for the mass. Is a brand that transmits value for money. Is a made in India brand. Is a brand with the heritage of the past, the support of the group, but Indian brand. So this, with all these values from different sides, we want to deliver products with fantastic quality and with a nice value for money for the mass people. This is Parryware.
Now, you spoke about appealing to the youth and appealing to the modern, urban, young customer. Now, I was going through the Facebook page of the Parryware group, and I came across this very interesting bit. It was called Flush Facts, which said that some 32% of people in the age group of 18 to 24 are spending much of their time using social media in the bathroom. So is Parryware gearing itself up for the iPad smartphone generation? Will your products be able to serve that customer?
We have become digital. It's a must for India. So I'm quite glad to be able to say that in 1 month we have received a lot of good feedback from our social media pages, and we're reinforcing this channel because is the best way to connect with our target, which is people from, let's say, from 25 to 50, etc. So this is a nice way, and everybody in India has 2 mobiles, and it's amazing.
Now, the other trend that we are seeing in the country is about going green. There's a growing consciousness among people that we should be more resource efficient. I read that Parryware is one of the first brands in the bathroom product space to apply water-saving faucets. So, with this growing movement in the country, where do you see yourself aligned?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So, for us in the Roca Group, green means water saving, recycle, reuse. So, first of all, in half a minute I explain what we are doing in the group. So green means for us means water, and water we are treating this water in, let's say, I can say 3 aspects. So under CSR, the group has an NGO called We Are Water that is focusing in water savings in projects to, let's say, for give more water to farmers, etc. So another area is our industrial area. In industry, we have a zero waste program. So we want our factories to have zero waste, so reuse and recycle all the sub-materials. And finally, in terms of products, water is a must. So we are doing, for instance, now new flashing system where you just need 3 and 4.5 liters to flush. And the toilets has to be done in a certain manner that with less water you are able to clean completely. So in terms of group, the green means water. In terms of Parryware also means that. So Parryware, we have the CSR, we have the products, and also our factories are zero waste. So that is the link that we have. No?
So with those kind of products, where do you see yourself growing in India?
For us, tier 2, tier 3 cities, we have realized that people are very aspirational as well. So if you have, if you have, a Scotting pan, you want a EWC. If you have that, you want a better one. So at the end, tier 2 and tier C, we have realized that also we need to offer the same portfolio that we have for metro. So we don't have different portfolio depending on the areas. And in these particular rural areas, what we are doing now is reinforcing our dealership. So we want to become available also in small towns. Of course, for instance, squatting pans, European water closets, these are pieces that we have that is perfect for this kind of areas. And we realize that it's moving faster in terms of growth than perhaps the big metros, because in the big metros, you know that at the moment there's some kind of delay in many projects, but in the rural, in tier 2, tier 3, I would say, things are going better. I feel that now, for instance, Swatch Bharat has win tempo. So far has been a little bit, let's say, more in the newspaper or PowerPoint, these kind of things, but now we have realized that more real toilets are being setting up. So for that we are fully prepared in Vitros China as well in faucets. In faucets we have extra capacity.
And you're seeing great momentum on these big campaigns on ground now?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
In a few months from now, we'll have the festive season, Diwali. What would be your advice or tips to consumers who are looking to redo their living spaces, their bathroom spaces? What would you advise?
So first of all, my humble advice, so it's you need to have a budget, no, of course. But one thing important that I realize is to be careful also to put in the budget also the behind the wall works. Sometimes a bathroom, when you renovate or you refurbish a bathroom, is not only what you see, it's also what you don't see. So pipes, etc. So perhaps some pressure pump to have a proper water pressure, these kind of things. But so think about behind the wall, then set up perhaps a budget for the whole bathroom renovation. And in terms of So what is coming from let's say, from international standards? So for instance, is much more, now is much more used wall-hung toilets than floor-mounted toilets. So, and also you save a space. So I would say wall-hung, I would say colors, also colors are there. A lot of colors are coming, so Diwali is also, India is also colors. I would say colors for basins. Another trend that is I can share is, or I've seen, is furniture. Furniture is also something that is not very much used in India in the bathrooms, because there is sometimes a perception that the moisture can affect the MDF or the plastic. It's not like this, in fact. So furniture is something that is internationally used much more than in India. It's something that is coming. So there's a lot of nice furniture that you can combine with the same color with the basin, etc. And finally, I would say in faucets, faucets with some saving device, aerators for using less water, double-click handles to stop the handle when and certain liters. So these kind of things. This is something that I can advise for now, for Diwali.
Pao, we wish you and Parryware great success. Thank you so much for your time.
Many thanks, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to explain myself. Thank you to NDTV. Thanks.